Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Good to see y'all. As you saw in the opening clip, we're dealing with a compressor today from Niche Devices. And this thing is the Humboldt Preamp. This is a smaller, more compact version. It's brand new. The original deluxe version, which if you go watch my Gear Gab with Rob Compa from Dopapod from back in like February or something, he had this on his board and it sounded so great. And really what's cool about it, what they've done, what Niche has done here, is taken components from a desk, from an actual nice mixing console, and put it into this device to make it that much nicer and that much creamier. And kind of, you could use it as a clean boost. You could use it as an always on, which is kind of what I've been doing. And it just sounds great. It's very, very natural. Sometimes I'll hear compressors that really kind of like squeeze the life out of the notes and everything. This thing, even at its most cranked, option in terms of the knobs, it doesn't do that. Like, it just has some beautifully organic, natural vibe to it. So what do we got here? We got 5 knobs. This is squeeze. This is the mix. This is a master volume, overall master volume. Here's a gain knob, and this is a treble knob. So really what I want to kind of just show you today, it's, sometimes it's hard over YouTube to kind of really give you the vibe of a compressor, but this thing is just really fantastic, very, very natural sounding. I have a TS9 Tube Screamer off camera that we will employ later, just to show you how much that kind of like lifts that pedal. It really plays wonderfully well with all my overdrives and fuzzes and stuff too. I've done a lot of experimenting this past week with it. So we got the Strat today. We're going into the Two Rock Bloomfield Drive. Here is the clean tone on the neck. There we go. Here is the Humboldt Preamp. Cool. All right, so right now I've got the gain pretty low. The squeeze is about, 1 o'clock-ish. The mix is around 10. Master volume is kind of like straight up down the middle. And then treble, I've got it backed off to about 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So let me just show you really quick. I'm going to go through each pickup selection so you can hear. I'll turn it on and off so you can hear the amp with that pickup and then the pedal with that pickup. So you just heard the neck pickup. Let's go to the next position. Here is without the pedal. Okay, cool. Sounds great. Let me just show you really quick. I'm going to turn the squeeze all the way up and all the way down. Let's go back to the middle position. So just even right there, you can hear when I had it all the way down, those notes are a little bit more pokey. And then as you bring that squeeze up, it just takes the edge off of that attack. So let me come back to where I was right here. Let's do that same thing really quick. I'll back it all the way off so you can hear the attack. I think the best way to describe it is it really just has this very natural, not super overly compressed sound. All right, let me just show you the mix. I'm going to pull up the mix a bit. Drop it all the way first. All the way up. Might have peaked there a little bit. Back that back to the middle here. So you can see it's so subtle, but it's so effective. That's the thing. I mean, out of all the compressors that I have 3 compressors now. I have the JHS Ross compressor, and I have the Wampler Mini Ego, which is a very small footprint, which I usually use for acoustic gigs. And this, I can see just leaving this on one board and leaving it on all the time. It just does such a nice thing to the notes. All right, here is the gain knob, so I can show you just how it just puts in just a little bit of hair. Alright. Give it a little bit more juice. Back the master down a little bit because we're getting a little peaky. I like it when you can just start to hear it enter through the doorway, as it were. You hear how it just kind of takes a little bit of the edge off. Awesome. All right, let's mess with this treble. I just really, really, really love this compressor. It's just fantastic. All right, let's employ the TS9. I've got the way I have it set. His gain is just probably around 8 o'clock, and then the level is up around like 1 or 2 o'clock. So kind of cleanish in a way. So here's the amp and the tube screamer. All right, now let's bring it to life with the Humboldt Preamp. All right, let me bring down the level a little bit, bring up the drive. All right, here's just the guitar, amp, and tube screamer. All right, here's the Humboldt. All right, I mean, I don't know if I need to say much more about it. It's just very, very natural, as I've said. I know I've said that like 50 times. I'm sorry. I'm repeating myself. But regardless, you should check it out. If you are like into maybe kind of diving into compressors and seeing how it fits within your rig and everything, I think you really like this one because it's not like slam you in the face compressor. It's more of a very like approachable, very musical, very usable compression unit. So I can actually see how this would sound great if I just ran this into like vocals, just because of how organic it feels and how it's not overbearing. I think this has a place for a lot of guitarists who maybe are even anti-compression, because if you want to get those really great David Gilmour tones, this thing will do that all day long, all day long. And I've had it on a board. I've built a bigger board for a big show that I have coming up with 3 overdrives, 1 fuzz, modulation, phaser, chorus, delay, and tremolo and stuff. And I just leave it as an always on, and it sounds so good. I mean, it makes every single other pedal after it sound that much better. So anyway, Niche Devices, check them out, man. Very, very cool. It sounds great with humbuckers too. I know I didn't play the Josh Williams today, but I've used it with that, and it equally is cool. And I don't even really have to touch the settings on the pedal. It just does this magic thing that's just inherent, I guess, in what this pedal is all about, is just being like kind of in the background, not really bothering you too much at all, just making everything sound great. Anyway, guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other. I will see you next time.